Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for your patience as I finished my lunch really quickly. I am well aware that it is 3 o'clock. Sometimes you just end up having lunch at 3. Welcome to the live stream. Happy Friday, everybody. I wish all of you no, I guess I shouldn't wish you a great weekend yet. I do that at the end when we're, leaving. I'm just getting here. I hope all of you who are experiencing, winter illness start to feel better soon. The flu is no fun, colds are no fun, being sick is no fun, and I hope that you are past it as quick as possible. And in the meantime, I hope you have some good tea to help. Tea always helps me anyways. Better just be a head cold. I got my flu shot. Hey Hazel, hey Joker. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I'm joined for the present by my dog Joker. He will probably get up and leave, and then I will probably turn the camera off. But until then, that's the dog. Finally catching a stream. Can make the stream. Can't make the stream. I'll watch the VoD when I get home. No worries. First time catching the stream. Welcome, Covenus, and welcome to anybody else that is here for the first time. This is a thing where I sometimes have game sound. We often play World of Warcraft, and I have some stuff that I just need to catch up on today. Is that coming through? Yeah, it should be. I would like to, well, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. I'm just gonna kind of do some chores, and chat with you guys. I need to do my Pet Battle World Quest. There's at least 2 that offer pet charms, so I'm gonna do those on my priest. I'm gonna do those on my druid. And then I don't remember which ones they are, but if they are tamers that apply to family battler, then I'll probably try to just real quick go through all of the families with them to make progress in that achievement. I definitely still need to do my Arathi world quests, or my Arathi world, well actually no, I think Arathi flipped over, didn't it? I need to do my world quest with whichever zones I can, so it looks like over in Arathi there are no world quests because Horde has that zone now, but I do still need to do my Darkshore ones. Why is this loading so slowly? Okay. Oh, also, not a stream thing, but I need to publish the vlog. It should be uploaded by now, so hang on just a moment. The vlog this week, which I'm just putting out now, it'll be up. I mean, it's a video, of course it'll be up, but I tacked on the footage of demolishing the gingerbread house. So if you're waiting to see that, there's a little clip at the beginning of the vlog and the rest of it's at the end of it. Hang on, I think I did that right. Close enough. Wait, no, did I do it too early? Hang on. Let's try this. Should I head out to do, well, I said I would do Pet Battle Quest first, so I know one of them is the bee thing. What's the buzz? So we will head over there. That one is really nice and close to a flight point, so that's kind of handy. First up, Hero, how you doing? Are you finished with your family battler yet, here? Have you done that yet, or are you still waiting? I'm curious as to how behind I am. So, right over to Barthorn Ridge. I do not have the hive mind yet. I don't plan on doing it today. The first time in a year that I can watch a Friday live stream. Welcome back, Sean. Should collab with Hero because he's getting the hive mind. Are you going for? I'm not going for. I don't have it yet, and I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it today. I haven't done the research for it yet, and I really hate looking stuff up on stream, because I miss things when I'm streaming. Dog cam is on. It's Hazel, what up, dog? Hello. I like that there is a dog cam. There is, and it's not always a dog. I should set your expectation for that right away, just because sometimes it's a fish, sometimes it's several fish, and sometimes once in a very blue moon, it is occasionally a cat. Did I do this right? What? Why isn't it? That has been my week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Did I forget? Question that you would like answered, please? I think I forgot. All right, I'm just gonna forget about the end card. I think I forgot to put the end card on. I swear I had it. Hang on. No, I uploaded the wrong one. Oh no, it doesn't. All right, hang on. I have to take the vlog down and upload it again. Well, I'll upload it again after this. I'll stream first, but I have to take this one down because this is not the right one. I can't believe I uploaded the wrong one. It's missing the extra footage. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that. Whoops-a-daisies. I promise I sometimes know what I'm doing. Okay. I always watch VoDs because I'm in England, but I'm catching this one. Welcome, LLF. I was about to call you an elf. You have a lot of the same letters. Let's see you do some arena. Not planned for today, and not super planned really for The YouTube stream, the last time I did Arena on the YouTube stream, we lost a lot of people watching. It doesn't seem to be the kind of content that most of us are here for, so while I may do that at some point if I revive the Twitch stream. Okay, so Michael Scarn, do you count? He probably counts. He's a Master Tamer, so I'm looking at Family Battler. Michael Scarn, he does count. Yeah, he's on the list. So I'm gonna just pull up a big set of rematch strings, and we're just gonna do this guy as many times as we need to. So we're gonna go Family Battler. I'm just checking my WoW Pet Guide on the side here. And then Michael Scarn is What's the Buzz? And I'll start with humanoids. So here's my string. I'm just gonna import that team real quick. So rematch, import teams. I've been very slowly working through this. I'm not going very quickly, but I am doing my best. I may not do this whole thing on stream because it seems like one of those things that I might get distracted from. I have not done the Family Battler yet. Might do it for a stream. That would be a long stream, man. It would be a long stream. Stone's gonna have deflection on turn 11. Oh, I see. Once this thing comes out, hold on. I gotcha. How many real life pets do you have? Depends on whether or not we are counting individual fish. I got 1 dog, 1 cat, and then somewhere in the range of 13 or 14 fish. My main is the gnome. I've been the gnome for all of BFA. I changed my mind before BFA came out. Hive Mind was bad, just wish I didn't bother getting the blue monocle. I don't know whether to play WoW with my Razer Tartarus or my regular keyboard. Well, whichever one you're better at, I would suppose. Join the red side. I like the blue side. Bye, Joker. Joker, already? Buddy, go lay down. Go lay down. Get off the couch. Go lay down. You got 2 beds over there. Yeah, there you go. Lay down. Lay down. He always sleeps in the cat bed. I don't know what's up with that. I think he likes just being supported on all sides. LLF, easier to call me L or Elf. Assault Up in Storm Song, just FYI. Oh, that's a good one. We could probably do that too. I think if I try to do everything I want to do in the stream, I'm just gonna run out of time. Because I would also like to do the Assault. I thought I was gonna be using the Assaults a lot to level alts because it was so good when I did it on, the PTR. I just got, I guess, the luckiest invasion where all of the quests were experience bonus quests, and it was a lot of experience, but the ones that I've done haven't been that much experience, and usually I want to be doing it on my main for the service medals. I'm only grinding service medals on 1 character right now, so I'd rather just do them on that. Oopsie doopsie. Is this the B guy Zoom is awesome against him? It is. Right now I'm using an all humanoid team because I'm working on Family Battler, so we'll do that, and then I'm actually gonna head over and do the Otherworld quest, and then I'll come back here on my druid, and then probably knock out a few more of these. So the other one was that gave pet charms was Desert Survivors. So that's out in Voldoon, so we can hearth back. For a while, I thought the A1 had broken my Hearthstone enchant, but it turns out I had just upgraded my bracers and forgotten to get a new one, so I sorted that out. This guy frustrated me so much, gave up on him. The key to him is just live for a while. After you get to turn 11, they all sting and die, so you just have to survive. You don't have to do any damage. There's no need to do damage on that fight. Hazelnuttygames has moved past ESPN to my Chrome start page. I never thought that would be my competition, but if it is, I'm glad that I'm winning. So we're heading to Voldoon. Joker pulling a bamboozle, good boy. Most of the time, he is a good boy. If mecha gnomes are going to be a thing, will you consider making them? Depends on the hairstyles. Depends thoroughly on the hairstyles, because if it's the mecha gnomes that they showed us as a NPC race at BlizzCon, then those ones seem like once you're wearing armor, you're not going to notice your mecha-ness anyways, because it's mostly just like an extra limb. Kind of Full Metal Alchemist style. So, so it would depend entirely on the hairstyles. I don't think I need to be any more mech than I already am. But, having said that, I would do it if there were the right hairstyles. But I'm pretty attached to my ponytail. I'm kind of into the pink ponytail. I really like the assaults. I like them better than the invasions. I like them better than the Legion invasions They feel a little faster. They feel a little snappier. The Legion Invasions always felt like they were scaled up a little too high. And like I know they were supposed to be like post-World Quest content, but they were annoying without being hard. And that made them frustrating, especially because it was almost all alt. So even when you got into groups for the World Quest, you were grouping with other people that weren't 100 yet, or weren't 110 yet, or whatever. And they went really slowly. So these ones I feel like they go a little faster. The end scenario as well also feels like it goes a little faster. And I like that, especially because it's, they are repetitive. And I think they're just acknowledging that they're repetitive as opposed to, you know, thinking that they're worth half an hour of your day every time that you do them. Okay. The other problem with the invasions is that half of them are on the other continent where you can't go. I mean, it depends on how much of your war campaign that you've done. You get to go to the other faction zones pretty early in your war campaign, and once you can get to, just as long as you can get onto the continent, you can run everywhere. You don't need to unlock each zone. You can run in between the zones and pick up some flight points. It's not ideal, but it is doable. Okay, so for Kusa, who is for Desert Survivors in Vol'dun, we're also going to do this one on Humanoid. And looks like the team is sort of like a Flare Youngling kind of thing. So I'm going to import one of these. And again, I'm just importing the top teams off of wowpetguide.com. Pretty handy, and it looks like Deflection, then Rampage, then Triple Snap. So we'll deflect first. Sounds good. What if they had hair buns that looked like gears? Do the gears, like, if they move like gears, then maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see them. Beat them with 3 Nexus Whelplings if you want them dead. I don't think I used all 3. I had like 300 pets when I got bored of Pet AI. And the auction house win only. Auction? What do you mean auction house win only? Hey Hazel, love the P.O. Box video. Thanks, Joanna. Chat's really delayed? I'm really behind in chat, but the chat delay should be as low as it can possibly be. I actually remembered to go back into my settings and turn it onto low latency, or in this case, ultra low latency. So if there's anybody behind, it's really just me being behind. There's not, we can't, well, we can blame YouTube, but we can't blame the YouTube setting anymore. You can use the scouting map to alt so they can have all the flight points. Did we figure that out yet? Did we find that? I remember people were looking for it, but I don't remember where it is. Is it just on the vendor? They're pretty great. The XP is pathetic. I was looking forward to leveling my alt army. Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna have to level my alt army the old-fashioned way. They are actually very, 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 very slowly being leveled by doing my mount runs, by running like Cataclysm content and then like the occasional time walking dungeon. I am extremely slowly working my way through those levels. Like most of them are 111 now, some of them are 111 and a half. So that is working. This pet trainer is a dork. Loved your gingerbread house. Wait until you get to see us demolish it. I thought I had that video, but I'm gonna have to render it again. I managed to render the wrong version twice. Pretty mad at myself, but I do have that footage. It'll be out after the stream. I was fishing with some people, got both sea turtle mounts within 20 minutes and saw you were live. Good timing. That is some luck. That's pretty good. It's exciting. If you have max level alt, you can buy the account bound scouting maps into your lower level alts. Okay. I'm trying to think if I'm finished with the war campaign. I'm trying to remember if I did anything war campaign related since the patch. I don't know. 7th Legion lady. Now it works? Okay. What does it cost? I have a lot of alts. Does it unlock it for all of them? Joker, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. There's nothing that he needs to be anywhere else for. He's good there. That's a good spot. Okay, so before I log over into my druid to do those particular world quests again, let's go check out this thing. Also, I had the back keybound when I was doing my Wrathy world quest yesterday, but it doesn't have feet, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make the jump without feet. There we go. All good. So over here, let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's just gold. Oh, it's just 80 gold. I can do that. I can do that for all of them. So does that give every flight point, or just some of them? Joker, lay down. Lay down. Love your dog. Does he talk? He does talk, actually. It's not English, but he definitely speaks. Is he in timeout? He just wants to lay on the couch. He's not allowed on the couch, but I'm the only person home during the day, so he knows that if I'm working, he can sneak on the couch and I won't know because I'm busy. But I know right now because I have a camera on him, so I can tell him to go back to his bed. Chat is so slow that I'm still commenting on the gingerbread house. It's funny that he's in the cat bed. He has like the dog bed's, it's a comfy dog bed. Okay, so I'm gonna send that. I'm actually gonna send that to my druid right now. I'll probably do the rest of them at some point, but I'm gonna send that to my druid right now because she, if I can even remember how to spell her name, is so close. Hasele. I think that's it. I think that's my druid. To so close to, like, I do Pet Battle World Quest Center every day, and I'm always running super far because I'm missing flight points. And a lot of the flight points that I'm missing require story progress, like the Drustvar ones specifically require story progress to unlock. So I'm curious to know if those ones will do it. Buying an account can be used by both factions. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's not consumed? You can mail it to everyone? Oh, that's good. I don't even have to spend the extra gold. I mean, if it was only 80 gold, I would have been fine with buying one for each character. I made it troll, leveled him with pet battles only. He's moved 5 yards in 2 years. Maybe I should delete him. A short story. I enjoyed that the short story did end on a cliffhanger. It's a nice touch. I'm in England, so it's 11:30 p.m. and I should be sleeping. Just buy one. Buy one. Scouting map only unlocks some of them, but it's still a fair number. Oh, that's good. The island expedition. Do you know if it's water walking? I don't know, but I severely doubt it. I'm trying to remember. The island expedition vendor mount. Island expedition vendor mount. Hang on. I'll grab that thing. I'll just pass that along every time I need it. Need the 7th Legion scouting map. Oh, that's nice. My parents' husky used to lay with her head barely on the huge dog bed they bought for her. They're dogs remind me, and the cat too, actually. They remind me of how I used to lay on things as a child. I always used to find the weirdest ways to twist and like lay on things that were really comfy and people would not understand. What am I looking for? What is this? Would you like to make a donation? Oh, is this Warfront contribution? I guess I'll make a donation. And that'll give me some Azurite. Alright. And then, oh, this is my druid, I see. Oh, whoops. Should have picked that one up first. My bad. Well, I can't do that. I can, I'll worry about this later. What was I doing? I was checking the island expedition vendor to see if the mount looked like it was likely for water walking, although I don't think so. They haven't been adding any new ones. Oh, the wave board does. So this, okay, so the wave board is a toy that does allow water walking, but not at mount speed. The seahorse is a water mount that is not a water walking mount. It's an underwater mount. So just like the Dark Moon skate and the Margos's thing and whatever. And then that's just a flying mount. That's just a bird. I got you now. I got you. Okay. Just watched the vlog. The demo with the gingerbread house was cut off. Yeah, I took that. I deleted that video. I'm gonna re-upload the proper version when I can finally make it render. I thought I rendered it the first time and it didn't have it, so I did it again and then it crashed and then I did it again and I thought I had it and I uploaded it and it didn't work. So, okay, let's go back to Drustvar and do that pet world quest again. Get a couple more pet charms. Part of me is also, I think, dragging my feet a little bit on leveling more alts to 120. Because if I have 3 120s, then I'm gonna feel like I have to do these Pet Battle World quests 3 times a day. And twice a day already feels like a little bit much. 3 minutes away from 400 after turtles. I don't know what to do. I didn't think I'd get them both today, let alone that fast. Ooh, you could, I mean, if you're only 2 months away, do you have 666,000 gold? You could buy some frogs. All hail the amazing World Quest Crusher, the Iron Starlet. New to WoW and really enjoying it. That's awesome. What are you playing? What kind of character do you have? I have not bought the pet portal, no. I was confused for a while about the whole state of the pet portal thing. I thought I was capped out when I am not. My maximum collection is 1,500, so I do still need to spend the 1,000. I'm probably going to do that last, though, because I don't need it. I am not the kind of person that likes to keep duplicates. I actually prefer to keep as few duplicates as humanly possible, because that makes it really easy for me to, I can just uncheck the one quantity, see everything that I have doubles of, and then sell extras when I have extras that I picked up from like a raid or whatever. I can just find them in this list. These I have extras. I have 2 tiny twisters because I use them. They're different breeds, and I use them for family fighter, I guess. I don't know which one that was. And then that's the same reason why I have doubles of the wolf and the kitten. I should probably just sell the extras or get rid of the extras now that I don't need them anymore. Buy the frog, it's amazing. I love the look of the frog mounts, and I'm waiting on them. I could buy all 3 of them now. I thought about maybe just getting one, but I'm really trying to save my gold for the auctioneer mount now. I feel like I should actually take that slightly seriously. Okay, so we're gonna do this with dragonskin next. It looks like we're taking an ironbound proto-whelp and then 2 other dragonskin. So we'll... Actually, I usually just do it this way. My normal strategy is all dragonskin. I take a dream whelpling. Because you don't need to do damage, you just need to survive. Usually what I do is I Emerald Presence, and then I Emerald Dream, and I just pass a bunch of turns. If you don't have the Falcosaur pets, that's 4 more mounts once you complete the pets quest. Ooh, that's a good call. That's a good one. I've been working on my Void Elf Demonology lock. Have her up to 65 so far. Currently at 75. Do you think I should continue doing the expansions or just boost to 110? I think you should keep going and level normally. And then once you're at 110, if you decide you want to try another class, that's a good time to boost, because then you've seen everything. But you've seen everything, and then you have the option of 2 different things at max level. I sell duplicates if possible. Hello from Belgium. Hello. Coming up on my 1-year anniversary, my primary is a Worgen Hunter at 120. If you need mounts, there are 3 in the Blizz store that are being retired and a few pets. They are having, it is kind of the pay-to-win answer, but they are having a sale on mounts. They have like a bunch of cheaper mounts right now, as well as like a bundle. I started playing for about a month. I really like your content, so I just wanted to thank you since you seem so nice and kind. Well, thanks. I try to be. Can't be all the time. I did recently do terrible things or supervise terrible things being done to a gingerbread house. What do you like so much about pet battles? I never got into it, but I think they're cute. It's kind of, I don't know if I would necessarily say that I like the actual combat aspect of it. There's like a puzzle solving element early on when you're figuring out what your strategy is, but you figure it out and then you do it that way every time, and then it's kind of done forever. I think mostly it's just being able to spend time with the pets, because it's very much about the collection for me. I really enjoy hunting down and collecting new battle pets and enjoying seeing the number grow and enjoy seeing my Warcraft pets score, which kind of tallies up how many pets you have and how leveled they are and what quality they are and et cetera, et cetera. I like working on that as like a completionist thing, so pet battles are a big part of that, and then, you know, you get to spend time with all the stuff that you got. Because when you have like 1,000 pets, I don't have 1,000 yet, I'm close actually, we're only 13 off. When you have 1,000 pets, you don't see, like, it's unrealistic to have them out following your character for any appreciable amount of time. There's some that are just going to kind of rot in your journal, but being able to do different achievements and different pet battles lets you at least see them again. So next I'm going to do it as flying. It looks like we are using a Chi-Chi, hatchling of Chi-Chi, but it's fun. It's not like, if World of Warcraft was nothing but pet battles, I probably wouldn't play it. It works nicely as like an auxiliary component to the game. So Tranquility and Ethereal. Christmas money will get me the last 2 Stormhounds I need, but it's not Christmas yet. Do you have Anathema on your priest? I don't know, which probably means not. Is that a legendary? I don't have a lot of the older legendaries. My husband bought me the 5 star pets I didn't have. I'm considering buying the Lil XT, because I think that's the last star pet that I don't have, and it's one of the ones that they're retiring. But they also said they may bring them back at some point, and that just feels so gross. Like, I know, I get why they're doing it. It's a very old marketing tactic, and it's effective. It just feels bad, because that's really all it is. There's no good reason. It's not like they can't afford to stock them anymore. It's to get people to buy them, so I almost want to not do it out of spite. Is that your puppy? He is so OMG cute. That is my dog. His name is Joker. He's an Alaskan Kleekai, and he is actually 7 years old. He'll be 8 in the spring. That makes sense. It's fun to live vicariously through you. I went from 60 to 90 from yesterday to today. Save your money, the leveling update was good. That's a good point, actually. Although, he probably has a free boost, because you get one when you buy BFA. So it's still a valid consideration to kind of think about when you're going to use that, but I don't like recommending the boost for a new player. I think it's nice to level normally the first time, especially because it's not so bad right now. Pet collecting is better than mount collecting. When you get a mount, you ride it once, then put it away forever. Can you imagine if they added mount battles? Oh man, the forums would riot. I have too much fun with Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi used to be my favorite pet, and it's still like really up there. I love the little birds and the cranes, and it's just so bright, and the colors are so pretty. Definitely up there. Staff from a level 60 quest, best looking staff in the game. I should check then. So it would be in appearances, it would be in weapons, it would be a staff, and it's called... no, I definitely don't have it. I feel like I should know what it looks like, but I don't. They did bought into their retiring spiel then. There's a fine print that says they're going away until we decide to bring them back. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's kind of the same thing with the gear store. It's just, slightly icky. I can't hate it too much. It is a thing that they're not the only people to do it. I mean, and limited edition stuff, I think, I don't know if it's consumer friendly, but I'm not mad at it. I obviously did it myself. We sold the 100K shirts for 2 weeks and now they're not available anymore. But like, I'm not bringing them back. Like, I don't, like that's the point. At least if you're going to say, get something before it's gone, you know, commit to having it be gone. Otherwise it just feels like you're trying to double dip. Okay, so now I want to do that with an undead team. This is like the easiest fight to do this with because all you have to do is survive, and there's an awful lot of pets that can survive. So we'll do that with that one. I feel like my hands are naked, which I mean is pretty normal because most people don't walk around with gloves on. But like I don't have a cup of tea right now. I have a water bottle, but I didn't make tea before the stream because I was running a little late. And also because I was really warm. It's a carrot. What's your daily playtime roughly? Probably, these days, like post-patch, probably about an hour, like 40 minutes to an hour at the end of a day. If we're talking playtime as in like sitting down to play the game. Like I'm not talking about logging in to record footage of a pet or a scene or like my character waving and dancing or anything like that. What is the name of the pupper in the cat's bed? His name is Joker. Joker, Joker. He was born on April 1st, so that's why. If you make a human to grind reputations, but your race changed once you're done, do you stay at Exalted? Yes, you would stay at Exalted. That is a thing you can do. They don't take away rep that you earned while you had the bonus. Race changing is kind of expensive though. I don't know if I'd recommend it. I'm currently keeping an eye out for guilds. I keep getting the mischievous Zephyr from Island Expeditions. At least he can sell the extras. I wonder what the going price is actually for a lot of Island Expedition pets. I haven't been checking on it, because back in the beginning of the expansion, it was obviously super duper expensive. So I didn't even think about buying any, but I wonder if I should look at it now. I wonder what an expansion is being called when it's not so easy to find an acronym. What an oh. I don't think they really worry too much about the acronym, you know? I feel like after VoD, it's, you know, whatever acronym is going to happen is going to happen. Staff is Benediction's alter ego, the old Molten Core priest staff. They're part of the Mage Tower quest for priest. You definitely wouldn't know if you had those. They're part of them. That's a... What? They were part of them. That's a Gila Mage... I did the priest Mage Tower stuff. I got all 3 priest Mage Tower weapons. I just don't remember those staffs. The holiday sale caused the wire token to spike a bit. Yesterday I got, the WoW token. Got the regular amount of gold plus 3 extra pets for the same cost. That's nice. I know, it's nice that the WoW token is low at times of year like this when there is, like when they've added a new shop mount, for example. It's nice that somebody that wants that but doesn't want to spend money in the game can spend gold. I'm not mad at that existing. Okay, so that was Undead. We're gonna grab a Critter team, and then there's 5 more to do after this, because this is a very, time-consuming achievement. It's not a hard achievement, although you do need to have a good set of pets to do it with, but it does take a while. I bought the package because I really wanted 2 of the mounts, and I always want more pets. I couldn't care less about the ugly helms. Oh man, true. I feel like it's a real testament to how rejected those helmets were by the entire community that they really never did more than, like, they came out with those helmets years and years and years and years ago. And everything else, you know, they had backlash when they released the first shot mount. The Sparkle Pony was widely hated, but they came out with more of them and people eventually came around. Probably same thing with the pets early on. Like, they've been dealing with that forever. But the helmets were so unpopular and probably sold so poorly that they're like, you know what? Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. It's, we're just gonna leave that alone. Oh man, I don't have the fox mount yet. I plan on getting it. I do, and you guys keep like trying to super chatting to try and buy it for me, which I appreciate. But I am going to get it. Please don't feel like you need to donate to get me to buy it. I will do it. I just don't want to do it yet. There's a sale on race changes. Oh, okay. I didn't know they put that stuff on sale. I hadn't taken a super close look. Playing Alliance Rogue in Druid Vanilla. Took break for 10 years. Now I'm playing a Paladin Blood Elf. Still the same account. Can you please say hello? Wish my friend Catherine happy birthday. It's today, and she's your biggest fan. It will make her day. Of course, happy birthday, Catherine. I wish you another splendid year, or a more splendid year than last year, in the case that you're... Hang on, I'm getting off track. Happy birthday. I wish you all the best. I shouldn't be trying to speculate about how anybody's year went. I don't even know how my year went. Is it Pet Battle Week? No. Well, I mean, I'm doing Pet Battles on stream, but it's not Pet Battle bonus week, I don't think. I actually don't know what bonus week it is. Battlegrounds? Go back to lower level areas to level up properly leveled pets. Yeah, now that they've nerfed the experience that you get for doing, now that they've nerfed the experience you get for fighting these tamers, it's now the best way to level pets has gone back to the same way we used to do it. So like mop tamers, warlords tamers, it's pretty much the thing to do. The helmets are nasty. What's the best store pet? I don't know if I'm the right person to ask that. I think for combat, you're looking at, from what I remember here is saying, the Blossoming Ancient. Like if you're talking like PvP pet battles, then the Blossoming Ancient is really good. And Ragnaros, I think, has applications, but generally speaking, you don't need them for anything. I can't think of any battle in the game that is impossible without a store pet. A vanilla Mage Tower version for the priest. A vanilla Mage Tower version for priest. I don't understand. I don't know if I'm just tired today, but I don't understand. No idea what helmets you guys are talking about. So these things. So in the shop, where would it be actually? Services, bundles. I don't want to buy it. You can kind of see them on the right-hand side of that icon. There's 3 helmets that they added that are transmogs. They're not stats gear. They're just transmogs. And they're on the shop for money. And they're part of this bundle. I don't even remember where you buy them individually. I guess you don't anymore. But that's what's up with that. Those helmets, yeah. Well, Ragnaros is probably the best shop pet. Ragnaros is nice because he also functions as a cooking fire, and I know plenty of pets do that, but not all of them are Ragnaros. Not showing a discount on race change. I'm not buying mounts or pets in store. That is just silly to me, and that is a perfectly valid decision. Super Squirt Day is on Christmas. Oh no, is it? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's just one of those things that kind of happens, but that's pretty funny. I wouldn't feel bad about missing it. I know they don't come along that often, but you know, if you like spend your time with your family. Ragnaros cook. I got the puppy mount. You look like you came out from an anime. I like it. I think it's the hair. I think that as soon as you color your hair and it's like all of your hair and not just parts of your hair, all of a sudden you've gone full fictional character. Okay, so that was magic. I didn't really keep an eye on what I was doing, but I don't think you need to as long as you don't die. So we'll do, what's this next one? Import. Looks like my ruby sapling. And then 2 other ones. I do want to adjust, actually. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. It always on streams, because the sun goes down and the lighting in my office changes, it starts out being okay, and then it gets really dark over time. So I'm going to crank up the ISO like a tiny little bit. So you guys are going to move for a second. This one. How's that? Better? You can go even a little more. There we go. That's bright enough that it should be a little better during the stream without being completely blown out. Oh, man, my tripod is... I can't blame my tripod. I think I'm just dumb. I think I'm just having a dumb moment. Somewhere over there. Approximately that. Close enough. The only mount that's tempting you is the giant bat with the bat wing seat, the red one. The blue one's the Island Expedition mount. Yeah, the red one's nice. It's really nice. That's one of my favorite shop mounts. I like to use that one if I'm playing an undead character. I feel like it looks really nice with undeads. When you open the shop tab, I saw you didn't have it yet. It was too late to take the comment pack, so to answer my questions, sorry about that. No worries. I need to catch up in chat a little bit because I believe that we have the capability to be more on top of things than I am. I'm just trying not to miss too many things. Leveled a couple of vaults, 80 to 110, doing the Pandaria and Draenor circuits. Maybe that's how well, no, I don't have any pets to level. I was going to say, maybe that's how I should be leveling my alts. I should just park them at Draenor and Mop Tamers and do pet battle quests every day. And while that is a thing I could do to level the alts, I don't actually need to level pets that way because I have all my pets leveled, and as I get new pets, I still have like a pretty good sized backlog of ultimate battle training stones in my bank, so I'm pretty much good. Ragnaros puts out hella elemental damage. He does. He has one of the highest attack stats in the game. I don't think it's the highest. Let me see. Build your pet families. So let's just try and keep throwing here. Ragnaros has... Oh yeah, I see. I put the quantity on. He's got 374 attack. Is that the highest attack in the game? Yeah, I think it might be, because the red cricket has 370, which is close. Is there any pet that has more than that? I wonder if I could filter it. Sort by... Let's see. Can I sort by... I can sort by specialization, but not necessarily by like stat, I don't think. I like the last few star mounts. The Vulpine, Shuzin, Luminous Starseeker have all been worth it. They have had some really nice designs. Can't deny that. Winsteed looks awful. I bought the bundle because I got 15 free of Cyber. Oh man, I kind of... I don't want to say I hate it, but I kind of hate the Winsteed. I have it. I can't trash talk it too much because I definitely have it. And I don't remember if I got it as a gift or if I bought it on sale or if I just bought it. I don't remember when I got that, but it's like it's the breastplate that really does it with the big spike on it. For whatever reason, that just looks ridiculous to me. I don't understand it, but I have one, so can't complain too much. So next we're gonna do it with beasts. Looks like we're taking a Leyline Broodling. Why not? And rematch import. I guess this isn't going that slowly. I was gonna say, I probably won't do this for everything, but it is nice to get it done. I'm gonna have to do this all eventually anyway, so just doing little bits whenever I feel like it. Oh, so back in the vanilla quest line, the priest had to do a Mage Tower style fight. Oh, I get it. I see. I was thinking too much about the Mage Tower that we had more recently. I feel better now. I'm caught up. I gotcha. Kind of like the purple or the green fire thing. The green fire thing was like a Mage Tower style encounter for warlocks in MoP. Although I think you can still do it. It just doesn't scale. I don't really know. Awkward question. Where are you from? I don't know if it's that awkward a question. There's definitely more awkward questions that I get. I'm from Canada. I am from Victoria, BC, West Coast, Vancouver Island. Do you watch anime? And if so, what is your favorite? So I used to watch a lot of anime as a young teenager, kind of 13 to 15-ish. Were big anime years for me. Like I read a lot of manga, I watched a lot of shows. I watched them on YouTube back then. It was a long time ago. I went to a couple of anime conventions. I cosplayed. Big anime teenager. But once I was 16, I got into WoW. And for whatever reason, I haven't really gotten into that many anime since then. So the favorites that I've watched after that, I think Attack on Titan was really good. But for the most part, I don't really watch it. I'm more of a K-drama and Chinese drama person now. I just got Ball last night. I'm super happy. My undead warlock is super happy with her demon goat. That sounds cute. Maybe that's what I need to inspire me to want to actually sit down and get Ball. Is I need to be really excited about a warlock ult. I have my Dark Iron Dwarf warlock. I've done this wrong. I have absolutely done this wrong. I just need to not... Hang on, we'll put the shield up. Because you just need to survive. I think I'm still going to be fine. I think with the shield I won't die. So I think we're good. I just, I probably could have, like, healed more or burrowed to avoid the... I could have burrowed to avoid the sting. It's fine, doesn't matter. We need to do Aquarist, and then we need to do Mechanical. So we'll import another team. This is the first, oh, I accidentally didn't copy it. Achievement that I'm actually importing rematch teams for. I had never done that before. I had to look up how to do it. I couldn't even figure out where to put the string, but after I figured it out, so much faster for stuff like this. So I'm assuming I'm just gonna shell shield and then wish. Didn't know you could fight these more than once per tune. They changed that, so now in 8.1 you can fight them as many times as you want for the sake of this achievement. You can also fight them even if their world quest isn't up. You can just go around to them. You can do it all in one day if you wanted to. But the downside of that is they heavily nerfed the experience gain that you get from fighting them with 2 pets, so they're no longer worth it to level pets. If you have a show you want to watch during Dark Moon Fair and fish, you'll get fishing to max level, catch bloated threshers. Not a bad idea. I can't play games and watch shows because, like I said, I watch a lot of... I can't play games and watch shows that have subtitles. Because I can't, like, if I'm fishing, I need to be reading. I have to actually have my eyes on it. If I'm trying to find a game to... Like, I like podcasts for playing WoW with if there's nobody around in Discord because I don't need to be looking at a podcast. But if it's a show, I need to be reading subtitles. I'm also out of K-dramas. I'm, like, trying to get into this new... I don't know if it's new. I'm trying to watch a Chinese drama on Netflix. And it's fine. It's fine. It's just, like, really ridiculous. They all are. Ragnaros is the highest power pet. Interesting. I thought it wasn't. I guess he is. What is the deal with these bees? How did you win them? You just survive. You just survive long enough for them to sting themselves to death. So basically, you make it to turn 11. Doesn't matter how much damage you do. You don't have to do damage. Just live. And then they'll all die. They'll all sting you and then die. You don't have to beat them. You can still do the green fire thing. It doesn't scale, so it's great. Oh, it doesn't scale, so you can just do it really easily. I see. I don't know how I feel about that. I did it when it was hard. I did it when it first came out, and I struggled with it for a long time. I think I got my final attempt in on stream. I feel like I was streaming on Twitch back then, and it was like a really intense moment for me. I guess I'm not mad that people can still do it. I guess that's all right. Just did an invasion with bonus XP. Bonus XP, only 6% of level. Doesn't seem great for leveling. No. I mean, it depends a little bit on how many of the world quests that are up for that invasion give experience. You can get lucky and get more. But generally speaking, no, not as good. I was mistaken in my prediction of that. I could have sworn they said something about it being intended to take that same role, but clearly it's not, because it doesn't work in that way. I wish that there was a way to level more painlessly 110 to 120, because leveling 110 to 120 is so uncomfortable with your deprogression of power. As you lose your legendary bonuses and your tier sets and whatnot, it really does feel like leveling backwards, and I would like to skip past that as quickly as possible so you can actually start getting gear. Arcade drama's worth it. They are if you like them, and if they're not, if you don't. They are very committed to what they are, which is often, and it depends on what kind. There's so many different types of shows that do different things. Some of them are cheesy and ridiculous, and some of them are super intense and well acted. And it depends on what you like, but I like them a lot. What did you cosplay as? I'm trying to remember. I know what the costumes looked like in my head. I only once cosplayed from a show that I was really into. The other times, my friends would actually make the costumes and they needed somebody to wear another one, so I would cosplay from shows that they liked, but I wasn't a super fan of the character. The one that I did that I actually watched the show from, actually there was 2. So this is super embarrassing, and no, I won't dig up pictures. I don't even know if I have them anymore. I was a Naruto fan at like 13, and I made a costume. I don't remember his name anymore. The guy with the bugs. There was like a bug guy. He had like a beige coat that went up to his nose. I like made that coat and basically got a pair of sweatpants and was the bug guy. I don't remember his name. One of you guys probably knows it. So I went as that one year. And then also, and again, I don't remember the names because this was, like 10, 12 years ago now. That makes me feel old. I'm not old yet, but it makes me feel old. I went as, it was an anime about music school. And there was a character, it was a boy, he had green hair and he played the trumpet. And I cosplayed him because he played the trumpet, and I also really like that anime. So I took my trumpet and had the wig and everything, and went and played it at the convention. Like, not as a performance or anything, just like outside, I don't know. But I don't remember the name of that character either. It was so long ago. And I did not keep up with it. Okay, so that's all of those done for that particular battler. That's all of those done for that particular team. I've got some of them, like we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 to 6 depending on which tamers. I haven't done all of them with everything, but that's close enough. I'm gonna get onto my priest again. Kind of want to do, well, I'm gonna go do some world quests. It would be cool if I got like a mount or a pet from Darkshore. I haven't really gotten that many of those. I also would like to do some island expeditions today. I can do level 1 pets. I was trying to do it with family specific pets for Family Battler. Are pet breeds required to complete the pet battle dungeons? Mostly, no, I don't think. A couple fights might be tight enough to require it. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. For the most part, not really, because I don't really go out of my way to find specific pet breeds. I don't think I'm going to try for Hive Mind because it makes you not see your tune. I worked too hard on Transmog for that. I did both the Winter Spring, the Ungaro Mount Quest separately before they managed all accounts. Why? Oh, like you did them multiple times in different characters? Or did they make it so that if you have like the Winter Spring Tiger, they give you the other one? I thought those would be still separate. Netflix is a new K-drama called Kingdom, a zombie show in ancient Korean time frame. That might be good. I tried watching, I think it was like called Memories, and I think it's still coming out, Memories of the Alhambra, because it was supposed to be like a K-drama, and it was like a VR thing, and it was a cool premise, and I watched the first episode, and it was just paced really poorly, and also the main character was really mean, and I'm not about that life. I know he's supposed to grow as a person or whatever, but there's no reason to be that mean. Okay, I need to teleport to Darkshore. I really like that they give you these portals when the Warfront is up, so you can just really quickly get out there for your world quest. Aburami? Shino, yeah. Shino was the Naruto one. Do you guys know green-haired trumpet player from a music school anime? Do you guys know? Joker left. Joker, go lay down. Go lay down. Don't make me fire you and get a fish. I mean, I have fish. Off the couch. Go lay down. Don't make me move the camera to the fish. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? I'm really boring. I'm kind of comfy here. You know, my fish are here, my cat and my dog are here. Husband's here. I got gingerbread in my freezer. Like, if I don't have to stay, I guess I would like to visit. I would like to visit Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii or like Mexico or any place with a beach that's like warm. I think it would be nice to do something like that and go snorkeling. I would like to go snorkeling and see like some marine fish. I think that would be fun. I don't want to go diving. Anywhere that's too deep for me to go with a snorkel, I am not about that life. I don't want to die under the sea, and I'm kind of afraid of it. But snorkeling would be fine. Here you go, Hazel, for making the best content ever. Thank you, Nilzris. She's already in Canada. I'm not in Canada, actually. It's a trick question. I am from Canada. But I immigrated 4 years ago? 5 years ago? As an adult, but I did leave Canada, and I'm living in the United States now. I'm living in Oregon. Canada is too cold this time of year? It very well may be. I haven't been back in a while. I am actually going back this weekend for the first time in a couple of years. It's been a few years. I've only been back once since I left for my sister's wedding, so this will be my first time going back for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. Out here in Oregon, though, it's perfectly nice. It's like 10... During the day, it's like 10 Celsius. So if I remember how to convert that, what was it? Double it and then add 30, so like 50 Fahrenheit. Super, super comfy. Not a problem. Barely needs layers. Like you wear one coat and you just make sure you're good if it's gonna rain, and it's all okay. Shout out to the Palmer and the Mills family who are watching from the UK. Hey guys. So the hive minding game for the first time today, and I lost it. It is amazing. I was a lot more sold on the concept after seeing it in game, because for whatever reason, I missed the memo that you turn into it, and it's bigger than I thought. I figured it would be a little bit smaller and you would just like sit on top of it. But the fact that it's like this big old brain that you literally transform into makes it kind of appealing to me, even without the, even without considering the bonus or whatnot. Hazel on YouTube and Christmas music on VH1. It's all going okay. Happy holidays, Simon. Too cold, there's no such thing, you are dressing wrong. I mean, it also depends on your living situation, and if it's cold in your home and it's always cold and you cannot make it not cold, or if you don't have a home, then there is absolutely a too cold. But as long as you have a place to go to get warm, and then you're just, and you know, the ability to get good enough layers for being outside, then you're set. But not everybody can afford the things that they need to be warm outside, especially when it's like Canada cold. Joker is so well behaved. For now. He's mostly really good when it's just me and him. He's got a lot of separation anxiety tied to my husband, so if he's leaving or coming home, a lot of the discipline goes out the window because he's just very upset by it. Diving is terrifying. If you can go so deep you don't know which way is up or down, not with it. Snorkeling is fun, yeah. And also with diving, I think it's because I read these books as a kid. There were a couple different series of them. One of them was about Everest and one of them was about diving. I don't remember what they were called, but they were really popular. And the diving ones had like this whole plot line of how dangerous it is to go really deep because you have like compression sickness and you can get the bends and you can like if you leave underwater too quickly, then, you know, you'll get an aneurysm and die. But if you stay under and you don't have any air left, then you'll drown and you'll die. And it was just so dramatic and terrifying. And I think it just made me never, ever, ever want to dive because I make a lot of mistakes. I'm a little bit of a, what's the word? I don't want to say careless, but clumsy? Ditzy? I don't know. I make mistakes, and that's fine, because I don't go underwater where I could die, you know? There's reasons for that. Vala, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate your support, and I'm glad to have you here. Oregon, I live in Washington. Live in Oregon. It's nice out here. It feels kind of Canada-ish, except that it's warmer, and there's no sales tax here. And, but I really like the Pacific Northwest. I wouldn't want to leave it unless I really had to. Salt's confirmed is the worst thing ever. I didn't know you transform into it. That's what was so awesome to me. Hive mind looks so silly jumping around. Do I need a group to kill this, actually? I might not need a group. I like set up to make a group, but it doesn't, he's a rare, but he's not like a rare elite. I can never remember what I can take and not take by myself, because back when Arathi first came out, I could not solo those rares. They hit really hard. And they just took a long time to kill, so I couldn't solo them. I guess I don't need a group for this. But looks like we're set. Cold, what is this concept? I breed snakes. There's definitely a too cold. And I imagine you probably have like heaters and thermometers and like climate control stuff for the area that your snakes are in. What led you to moving from Canada to the US? US just seems like, yeah. I got married. And my husband lives in the States, and at the time when we got together, he had, and still has, the same perfectly stable desk job, and I had a not stable retail sales job. So it made a lot more sense for me to quit my job and leave it than him, because his paid more and was more stable. So I left my job and country and came here and built new stuff, which was just easier than him having to do the same thing. Canada cold is horrible. I also can't talk too much about Canada cold just because like I said, I'm from Victoria-ish, you know, Vancouver Island. I lived all over the island, but I spent some time in Victoria. And Vancouver Island, at least the southern island, is kind of the Hawaii of Canada. I'm not going to say it doesn't get cold. It's gotten plenty cold. It'll snow most winters, depending on where you are. If you get to high enough elevations, like where I grew up, it'll snow plenty. Sometimes you'll get snowed in, but it's not nearly as drastic as what most of the rest of the Canada has to deal with. It rarely got below like, oh, I don't remember, it's been a while, but you know, it wasn't really dangerous cold as long as you had reasonable clothes on. I had family from the Northwest Territories and from, you know, people that have been from Alberta and Winnipeg, and talking about how if you went outside in the winter and you touched something with your skin, you weren't getting that skin back. Or like how you could spit and it would freeze before you hit the ground. And I've never lived in that world. And I don't want anybody to think I did, because That there's probably like some strength of character you get from that I can't say that I have. La Corda de Oro, that's what it was. The character was Kazuki. Yes, you got it. That was it. It was a Hihara cosplay, and it was probably hideous. The best part about it was probably the trumpet. Oh man. Have you ever commissioned art of your gnome? I've discovered the WoW fan artist and now I am addicted. I have not commissioned, well, no, I haven't commissioned anything for my gnome. I've had people volunteer, I've had people send me art, like fan art, for free, which is very sweet of them. And then I commissioned the art of me with the cat and the fish for the 100K shirts. I paid for that. But aside from that, I haven't. And I think it's one of those things, like you said, it's probably addictive. I feel like if I started, I wouldn't know where to stop. But I also, I don't know where I would put stuff if I had it done. I'm kind of low on wall space around here. Have proper gear and check how much air you have left. Oh, for diving? Probably. But snorkeling just sounds fun. I feel like snorkeling would also be nice and warm if you're in a warm sea kind of area. And there's probably, like, I used to snorkel in lakes where I grew up, and that was cold, but it wasn't like, if you did in the summer, it wasn't that bad. But, you know, shallow lake water is kind of gray/brown. And there's a couple fish, and they're kind of gray/brown. You know, it's fun and it's interesting, but it's not pretty. And I've always wanted to snorkel somewhere that was both warm and pretty. Never go diving on your own. That would make sense. Good to see you. Boyfriend's still very sick. How has your week been? Hey, LaFera. I wish him a swift recovery. My week has been pretty good. I've been trying not to stress too much about my holiday travel plans. It's not like, I'm not afraid of flying, but it does kind of stress me out. Not the plane, but the airport. Especially because this time I have a layover and I have customs. And I've done them a lot of times before. I'm not worried about it. I'm just always like, I don't know what you do if something goes wrong and you miss your flight. Like, what if I'm connecting and I get stuck at customs for some reason, and then by the time I get out of it, I have missed my connection? I don't know what you do then. I guess I would just find an agent and be like, what do I do? And they would tell me. But is it expensive? Do you stay overnight? I mean, it's, especially because I'm traveling right around Christmas, I'm trying not to worry too much about it. But a little worrying is still happening. Okay, let's head down to this one. Thank you for streaming here, letting me support you through YouTube streaming. I can't stand Twitch. No problem. I live in England, specifically in Brighton. I feel like that's a YouTuber place. I feel like there's YouTubers that live in Brighton. That's like the place in England you go if you're a YouTuber. Is the new trinkets and cape retroactive? You buy it on line side, you get it horde, you have to buy it on both. If you mean the heirlooms, those would be cross-faction. Cross-faction heirlooms. Do you eat candy in general? Well, like, if I've made gingerbread, then I attach candy to my gingerbread, and I will eat the candy when it is part of that dessert. But I don't, like, buy candy and then just eat it. Usually I'll bake something and then have that. Like, we have desserts fairly often, but usually it's something that I've either baked or we'll have, like, ice cream or not really candy specifically, especially because my teeth are very, very, very prone to damage. So if I have something sweet, I have to immediately brush my teeth, which means that if I'm having something like that, it needs to be sort of batched with other food so that I'm not brushing my teeth as often. Because if you don't want to be doing it like 5-6 times a day. Into Thin Air. Such a great book and heartbreaking about his climb to Everest. I don't know if that was the one I was thinking of, but that's probably not why you were saying it. It's probably just a good book. I was in Victoria just this past June. Very nice place. I live in the Northwest Territories. Do you? What's your weather like this time of year? I've never been. That particular, and I think she used to live there. She lives in the Yukon now. But, I always heard, the story that sticks out to me of what she used to say about there is that she said there were really big mosquitoes. Like, really big mosquitoes. That's all I remember. You'd think I would remember more, but that's all I remember. Into Thin Air is a fantastic book. I wonder if that's it. Maybe if I Google it, I'll recognize the cover art. It was like a young adult novel series. Maybe that was it? I don't remember. I thought there were a series of them. The same author. Did the same author also do the diving ones? Okay. Books. I don't know. Maybe not. That book is probably better than the book that I'm thinking of. As someone that travels on transatlantic flights often, always get the service that prevents you from being liable, otherwise you just lose money. There's a service? I didn't know about that. I've never missed a connection. I always make sure that my connections, I have at least an hour. I never schedule them really tight just because I'm afraid of that, but it could theoretically take longer than an hour, especially if it's like really busy. It would suck if I got stuck somewhere. I want your dog. Did you ever visit Campbell River and those fishing towns around Nootka Sound? I don't know about the fishing towns, but I have been to Campbell River. Growing up, there was a set of relatives that lived there. Not ones we visited very often, but we probably went there 3 or 4 different times. They had a pond, and I fell in the pond once. And that's most of what I remember about that place. I don't really remember much about outside. I was pretty young when I went there, but I have been to Campbell River. I like the word Banff. Commissioning art is way too addictive. Don't do it. Never been to the UK. I've never been outside of North America. I've been to, well, Canada. And really just like Toronto once, Alberta once, aside from that, just around BC. And then I've been to here. And then like Florida once, which again, still America. Never left. I've never been to Europe. I've never been to Asia. Never been to South America. Never been to Mexico. I don't travel much. I don't think I'm missing out either. I don't feel hard done by because I haven't traveled. Obviously, it would be cool, especially to meet different people and meet different types of people and experience different cultures. I think that's very good for you. But traveling stresses me out so direly that I don't enjoy it really. And if a vacation involves me leaving the country, it doesn't sound fun. I don't want it. I'd rather I think my perfect vacation, I was thinking about this and I was thinking if I could spend any amount of money and like do anything and I had a whole week to do it, I was thinking I would like to just like stay home for a week and, you know, eat out at some nice places that are local, take day trips to places and like see like, you know, the zoo or the aquarium or whatever, you know, go to some fish stores, but just like staying home and eating nice food and playing video games for a week sounds like the best vacation that you could really schedule. That sounds way better than like getting on a plane and going somewhere and getting lost, because I would get lost. Do you feel Shadow Priest is in a good place DPS-wise? I'm looking for a good ult to play. I think so, but I don't know. We're on a rating break. Hearing about your cold makes me feel very warm because here in Spain, it's always warm. Always warm, I feel like, sounds better on paper than it would be in practice. I don't think I would like living somewhere that was always warm. I really like sweaters and comfy clothing and warm clothing and like the feeling when I'm out on my walk in the morning of knowing that I have selected the correct jacket and amount of layers. I really get a kick out of that. Like I have like a couple of different options that I could wear that have different levels of warmth, and I'll combine them in different ways. So it's like a puzzle. Like I wake up and I'm completely brain dead because I've just woken up. And I'll like check my watch and check the temperature and check whether it's raining and be like, okay, I'm gonna wear these shoes and this outer layer and this inner layer with this hat. Or I'll do these mitts and not these gloves. Or I'll do the beanie but no beanie, or like a hood or no hood. And I'll plan it all out in my head. And it's fun. And I get out there and I'm like evaluating how well I did. And I feel like I'm armored for battle, except instead of battle, it's just the elements. And it's just really fun. I don't know why, but it feels really fun. So you know what I want to do? I want to do 4 heroic island expeditions. I want to do them with you guys, so I'm going to list up for it. I'm just doing any 4. Doesn't matter. Hopefully we win. That would be good, because I'm trying to get my treasure map. I don't have my treasure map for the week yet. So I'm going to make a new group for everyone so we can get a couple different people through here. This is Alliance North America. The group will be in custom. I will take the first 2 people to apply, really, with a minimum item level of, let's say, 330. So let's say 330. The title is going to be called Hi, I'm Hazel. First come, first serve, and we'll just be doing island expeditions 1 at a time. So 1 group per expedition. You're describing the Al Bundy vacation from Married with Children. I haven't seen that show, but I believe you. I'm super handsome. That might be why I get good service. Airlines do a surprisingly good job of taking care of you. They've gotten free hotel rooms for me when a late night flight was canceled. I'll try not to stress about it too much then. I'll try not to worry. I have had an airline put me in a hotel before when there was like a late night flight cancellation, like back a couple years ago. I remember getting put up in a hotel once. So I shouldn't lose hope, but I'd like to get home for Christmas. Okay, heroic. Off we go. I will try my best to contribute. Brushing teeth after sweets is bad. Wait for 30 minutes. Just put the sugar around. I try and rinse my mouth with water. And wait like a little bit. R38 is only 100 of their degrees. I mean, 38 or 100. Still gross. Still gross. Do you have an add-on for tracking which rares you've looted already? I think World Quest Tracker does that. I just don't really look at it because I'm less concerned now. Oh, you look cool. How do you get that? Oh, it's a coin of many faces. Oh, what's mine gonna give me? I'm gonna be a... Oh, I'm a troll. I'm a troll with a great haircut. Yeah, I think World Quest Tracker does it, but instead of just doing every rare every cycle, I just kind of hope that the World Quests make me hit up the important ones. That's kind of what I'm after. There was a pond. I fell in the pond. I specifically remember it because I was really worried after the fact, once I found out that falling in ponds is how a lot of people get, hey, I'm a chicken, flesh-eating disease. That's a thing that can develop in stagnant water like that. And I was, like, obviously I didn't have flesh-eating disease, but I've just seen enough stories on the internet of people, like, falling in water like that and getting necrotizing whatever and losing limbs and dying, and I was just really concerned about the whole thing. Sometimes I worry a lot. You should visit EU. I hope I will one day. I hope that before I die, I at least go to a couple of different places. I also, because I don't really feel like I need much, really bad at planning traveling. Like, I don't know what to do, you know? When offered different activities or things to see, I'm like, well, okay, you know, I don't know, why not, sure, whatever. But, like, if I'm supposed to come up with stuff I want to do, I'll just, like, hand wave all of it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. That's okay, I don't need that. And then, at the end of the day, I have nothing to do, and I don't know what to do. Like, I ended up... At BlizzCon, I ended up doing very little. I did like 2 things for like 8 hours each because I didn't really feel strongly about anything else. So I was just like, oh, I'll catch it later. It's okay. I don't mind missing stuff. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. And that worked out really well for BlizzCon, but I feel like if I tried to do that on like a European trip, I would just end up doing nothing. I need somebody that is good at planning to travel with, that like knows the cool stuff to do and sets it up, because I can't. Drinking out of the squad mug right now. Shadow is good in PvP? True. True, I have heard about that. Okay. So, we have, if we head, like, we can head any which way we want, actually. It doesn't really matter. There's some more little chests around here. A little bit hungry, which doesn't make any sense in the slightest, because I finished my lunch right before. I had baked, for anybody that was asking, I don't know why you want to know, but I had baked beans and toast. And I had it like right before I started streaming, so there's really no good reason to be hungry. Maybe I'm feeling a lack of tea. Maybe this is a tea hunger. Classic staycation, yes. I don't know, I haven't really, I mean, I have weekends. I don't usually do too much on weekends. I used to work every single weekend on videos, and that's probably back when I used to actually make, you know, timely videos. I should probably go back to that if I wanted to grow my YouTube channel. But more recently, I've mostly just on weekends been just kind of like taking care of some house stuff and relaxing and taking naps and playing video games. And that's been really nice. So I do that, but, you know, actually taking longer than 2 days off. I think the worry is that I would get too used to it and have a hard time transitioning back, especially because my staycation would be in the exact same place that I have my work life. And it's hard to separate those when you get used to doing one or the other thing. I live in eastern Connecticut. It's so weirdly warm here. It was in the mid-60s. Hazel, I think you may be insane. Insane? Insane? Where'd my title go? Why am I wearing no title? You're right, I am insane. Where is it? Give that back. Game. Hazel. The... Insane. Okay. Whew. I couldn't find it for a second, and I was worried that it was, like, not there. I was worried that the patch had somehow stripped my title. IRL Hazel does dailies against elementals. Kind of. You can imagine a bunch of frost elementals by the side of the road, just like floating you. I actually had a really great walk with my dog last night. I was having so much fun that I just went for another one. Like, I did my normal evening walk and was like, you know what? I'm not done yet. I'm going out again. So I just did another route. Horde main Borealis is so much better than Zandalar. Yeah. No arguments there. That pyramid drives me bonkers every time I have to go on it. Not a fan of that. Can't stay. Just wanted to stop by. Say Merry Christmas, Hazel. Merry Christmas, Jacob. 3:30. OMG, so elitist. I know. I finished the Pandaren Spirit Tamer. Need your help to pick the good spirit. It was my log for years. Either the fire or the water one, depending which one you think is cuter. Probably the water one. Grab the water one. Water one's good. Comes in handy. It's a nice amount of damage on that thing. It's no longer part of a Howl Bomb, but it's still nice. Still a good pet to have. Want to buy Blood Troll Master Race? Are you going to RP a Zandalari Troll as a Blood Troll, or are you hoping that they actually add Blood Trolls? Because I think they might calm down on trolls after this. November wallpaper is gorgeous. Hi, doggy. Glad you like it. I'm trying to catch up on art. I've been doing it. I had a good couple of weeks of doing it every day, but the more time I put into things, the longer they take me, I find, because I find new ways to spend more time on them. Yeah, let's just head back up. There's like a bunch of, oh, it's a dragon. This is the new island, right? Like this is Havenswood. This is a new one. I was confused as to why it looked so different. I'm used to most of them being really beachy. Get home to watch Hazel and come into a grim conversation. What are we talking about? What's grim? Oh, was it about necrotizing fasciitis? Because that is pretty grim. You have to get with the old world, catch all the diseases like Pokemon. Oh dear. I am at least up on my vaccinations. I'll travel with you. Hello from lovely sunny England. Love your videos. Oh, am I gonna get Twilight Breath done? It's midnight. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night, waffle sauce. Your name reminds me of an odd dinner that I made this week. So I actually, for a less grim story, I got a waffle maker. But I got a really dinky one because... So I used to make waffles back before I moved when I had a waffle maker. And, you know, growing up, my mom would make waffles for Christmas and like special events. And she had a really good recipe. And I just, you know, I like waffles, you know. I'm a waffle person. Pancakes and go away. Waffles for life. Team waffles. And ever since I moved to this apartment, I hadn't had my own waffle maker and I just hadn't bought one. And finally, I said, enough is enough. I'm buying a waffle maker. So I sit down and I grab my tablet and I get on Amazon. I'm like, okay, what am I going to get? And I get so overwhelmed because there's like cheap ones, there's expensive ones, there's middle ones, and they all have reviews that say that they're going to light your house on fire, and they all have reviews that say they're going to make amazing waffles. And I'm like, well, do I get an expensive one? Does it need to flip? How big is it going to be? I don't really have any room. And I got so overwhelmed and afraid that it was going to break even if I bought an expensive one that I bought like the cheapest one that had good reviews. It was like 10 bucks. And it's like this super tiny little basic waffle maker, but it's tiny. It's like, it makes waffles that are like the size of Eggos, like frozen star waffles. And, but it makes them, I mean, I've only used it once, but it worked great. It made super cute little waffles, and it came with like these little recipes for waffles to make. So this week for dinner one day, I was like, I want to make waffles, but I don't want to do just like waffles and cream because that's not usually very filling dinner. So instead I made waffles and I made mashed potatoes, and then I made like fried mushroom kind of a gravy thing. And I stacked all that up, and that was actually a legitimate dinner. I was pretty proud of that one. It actually looked really cute. Like I did that thing where you like put it on the plate and then you like grab a little cloth and you like clean up any place where you dripped the sauce where you didn't mean to, make it all pretty. And I was like, I should post this online. And then I was like, nobody cares. I'm just gonna eat it. It's food and I'm gonna eat it. Not to freak you out, but you can get it a bunch of different ways. I worked at the hospital and one guy got it from nicking himself while shaving his underarm. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, I could have gone my whole life and never known that. You're right. I'm sure you're right, but that's terrifying. Coming back from a couple months off. Haven't played 8.1 before. Where should I start? I would start with the new Warfront stuff. I would come back and I would start with the new Warfront stuff because that's going to get you caught up in some gear. There's lots of collectible stuff out there. It's going to get you started on your service medals and sort of caught up in Azerite too. It's like a good all-around place to go. Oh, there's an Azerite extractor up here. That's nice. Tomcat Tours? Oh, I'm behind again. Lady got it from falling outside, ice skating, cutting her knee. So basically any time that you have broken skin. Beans and toast is a British national dish. You're welcome, world. Sorry for the empire. People look at me oddly a little bit. I've gotten a few odd looks for talking about that down here in the States. I don't think it's a super common thing in the States. Somebody must eat it because you can buy baked beans perfectly easily enough. I can even find the vegetarian ones. But I don't know where Americans eat them because they seem surprised when I have them with toast. So I go a step further. I have them with toast, and then I have them, and this might be ghetto, but I have them with veggie dogs. Because as a kid, my mom would like cut up hot dogs and mix those with the baked beans and have that with toast. And I don't eat hot dogs anymore, but I do the same thing with the veggie dog, and I don't know if it's good, and I don't think it's adding any nutritional value whatsoever. But I do it anyways, and I don't know, that's just how I live my life. Haley Geek, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate the support. I'm glad to have you here, and your profile picture is adorable with the hat. Loving the hat. Super, super cute. Sunny England, do you live here? I always thought that I might like England just because from the sounds of the climate, it sounds a lot like the Pacific Northwest. It sounds kind of like it's not crazy cold, but it's kind of gloomy, a lot of overcast, a lot of rain, a lot of clouds, a little bit of fog, you know? I love that. I love some good rain and fog. You know, there are raincoats are so effective nowadays. If I lived in a time when I would get wet no matter what I wore, I would not be about it. But the fact that I can just put on my coat and go outside and be perfectly warm and toasty dry inside of my stuff is just the best. I have a Star Wars Death Star waffle maker. You know, that one, was it that one? I think it was actually a Captain America one. The branded ones were actually like the highest rated ones in Amazon. Like the people liked the Mickey Mouse one and the Captain America shield one better than the regular waffle makers. I didn't understand that. Whenever I have Eggos, I pretend I'm from the Stranger Things universe. I could see it. I could see it. That was such a good show. Congrats, Logan, on the endless... Oh, it just dawned on me that in a little over 16 hours, I'll be 18. On the endless grind of responsibility. You gotta celebrate your birthday before you settle into the endless grind responsibility. Like, one thing at a time. You know? Have a party first. Plus, I feel like, depending on how intense your schooling is, sometimes life gets easier after you're done. I guess I'm a really bad example of that, but... when I was in high school, you used to, like, go to school all day, and you would come home. And sure, the school day was not as long as a work day. But then you would come home and do homework. Like, all night. Frequently and a lot. And it was, like, a lot of stuff. Thanks, guys. So, that was our first one. I got excited for a second, thinking that that may have been, getting a mount or something, because I had the achievement pop up, but that was just the actual achievement for doing Havenswood for the first time. So, I got a coin pouch that had... Oh, I got 9 doubloons in that one. That's nice. That's better. And then, man. 7th Legion rep has just been falling from the sky. I think it's because I've been doing so many, I'll list for another group. I think it's because I've been doing so many invasions and like keeping up with the world quests. You get 7th Legion rep from doing all of that. But I've already gotten one of the caches. I'm about to get my second one, and I love that because you get 20 7th Legion service medals from every cache that you get. It's amazing. I have 117 service medals, and I think I'm saving up for the 750 first. I think I'm gonna get the Priestess's Moon Saber first. Oh, no, not that one. Leaf Key. Sorry, I accidentally queued us for a not Huruk. There we go, Huruk. Lost my train of thought, completely gone. Do you like plain waffles? Do you put anything in the batter? Do you serve anything with them? I like eggs or bacon. So, I mean, apparently I like them with mashed potatoes and mushrooms, but no, so when I make my mom's waffle batter recipe, it's pretty plain. It's got a little bit of salt in it, obviously. And the way she does it is she separates the eggs and she whips up the egg whites until they're foamy. And then she folds that into the batter last, and that makes them really light and fluffy. It's a light, fluffy home waffle. It's not like a crunchy Belgian waffle. And then those are really good. Basically, fruit and whipped cream is kind of the thing we would do. We'd like make a sugary fruit sauce and then have it with whipped cream, and that was like waffles. That was waffle day. We didn't normally a waffle morning was like a completely sweet spaced morning. What mount should I ride? I want to ride my. Let's pick one from the middle of the list. Hey, Lucid Nightmare. There it is. That's my pony. Okay. Which is this? We're on the chili place. The Dread Chain. All right. Let's head like this way and then kind of curve up into the middle of the island. I don't want to stay too close to the Horde boat because I never want to... Oh, I didn't even get on my mountain. I never want to fight the Horde more often than necessary. You guys are so sweet for waiting for me. Let's just grab some azurite that's just on the floor with no mobs anywhere close. That's fine. I don't know what the deal with the animal trap is. Oh, ambushers. Barbecue, coleslaw, and baked beans. Toast with veggie sausages. In the States, baked beans are a side dish with barbecued meat. Oh! Well, that's why we can guide them. I see. Baked beans is steak. Gloomy, rainy, foggy weather is the best weather. I love it a lot, especially because I'm not so worried. The more I talk to you guys, the more I realize I worry a lot. But when it's overcast, I'm not so worried about sun exposure. I wear SPF on my face every day. And, you know, in cooler weather, you're not really having more than your face exposed anyways. But it still makes me feel better about it, you know? When it's sunny out, there's so much more sunscreen to put on, and sometimes I miss spots or, like, I forget, and it's warm, so you're not wearing as many layers, and it's, you know, there's just, the sun is always there. It's always there. You can't escape from it in the summer. Back in the day, they had wax-treated and coated fabric for rain. I remember, I mean, I don't remember back in that far of the day, but Gore-Tex was like the thing to have, and I remember my stepdad being really excited about a new Gore-Tex jacket that he got. I need to say, I have chronic illness and your videos inspire me and give me so much joy in the day. I'm so glad you're here. I'm trying to get a visa to stay permanently in England with my husband. I wish you the best of luck with that. Visas and immigration is just like such a, I've been there. I mean, not that version of it. I don't know anything about what it's like for England, but it's so stressful, especially like if you think that you could have to leave and when you don't know how long you'll have to stay apart, like that's just not fun, not fun. The Horde bar is lame, but I like the Krolisk. Oh, the Horde bat, yeah. I'm like, I see why the Horde bat's kind of boring compared to the Priestess's Moonsaber, but there were a lot of instances in this expansion of the Horde getting arguably, and again, it's all subjective, but arguably more exciting mounts in the Alliance for different things. So I'm okay with I'm okay with the Alliance getting one that's a little bit better. I like that Moonsaber and I'm excited about it. I play WoW, gives me purpose in the day. Allied expeditions don't drop things from mobs that you haven't killed. The hotfix that seems aimed at AFKers. Oh, so like, wait, they don't drop things from that you haven't. Did they change it again? They changed it so you had like, they wouldn't have put it back, would they? What do you mean? I need a blue post. I need forum confirmation. I'll have to look into that after. Ran Darkshore, got the Emerald Lightsaber and the Ashenvale Chimera. Nice. I still don't have any of the Darkshore mounts. I do, you know what I do have is I have this egg. The Night Wreathed Egg. Does anybody know what the scoop is on that? Is that guaranteed to be a pet or is it a chance? And does anybody have any idea what it's like? Because I checked the WoW comments and nobody seemed to know anything yet. I don't know if it's been out long enough for people to know. But I'm hoping that that turns into the pet. Because there's like the Night Wreathed Watcher is an owl pet that presumably can hatch from that egg. I just don't know what the odds are. I would hate for this to be another aged yoke situation. I figured that the defense against AFKing was that if you AFK, people kick you, right? I thought that was the thing. If they change it again, that's frustrating. You get way more loot from islands since 8.1. That's also lined up with my experience. Although, wow, these things are mean. It's hopefully it would be cool if we got something today. I had that really good one last week, and I think that raised my bar too high. I think I'm too excited about it now. Something tells me you were born in late August or early September. I mean, my Twitter bio has my birthday. I was born in early September. I don't know if it has anything to do with my personality. My personality. Do people born at that time of year often have lisps? Because sometimes I do have a bit of a lisp. September 8th is my birthday. If you don't like... do you have Quafon yet? No, I don't think so. I got one egg, 4 days to hatch. The egg, I believe it's a pet since no mount guide covers it. I'm just wondering if it's a guaranteed pet or if it takes a while. People would abuse the system of all mounts drop loot and AFK in the ship. Seems like it's being fixed and AFKing on the boat. Okay, but as long as I've like gone and killed some things, it could still give me loot from anything, right? Like I don't have to hunt down the specific types of mobs on the island again. As long as I'm participating, right? I haven't read that yet, and I spent the whole morning looking through the WoW news and posts of the last week for the vlog, and I didn't catch that, which doesn't mean it didn't happen. I miss stuff all the time. I'm just, what are your glasses called? I'm looking for some that are prescription. I'm always putting filters, super sensitive to blue light. These are Gunnar glasses, Gunnar, and I believe they do, you can get them in your prescription. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know it can be done. About to run Vortex Pinnacle, 148 through 155. Good luck, Jared. It'll happen eventually. My birthday is the day after yours. 7th of November for me, good old Scorpio. I got 6 pets, 1 Lord Woofington, and 5 Kunchang hatchlings. Are you able, like, I know you can cage and sell those pets, but I wonder if you're having any luck with it. The last time I tried to sell a pet, I couldn't sell it. Like nobody wanted to buy it, although it was a while ago. I'm curious if that's still the case. I've had really bad luck with islands. Oh, I pulled some stuff. Only 4 pets and 2 of them are dupes. I guess I could try to auctionist them. Yeah, I think that's sort of what they're expecting people to do. It would be nice. Actually, no, I think because they're tied to different islands and different things on the islands, I think it's okay to get dupes because then you can like sell them. If they had them not drop just because you've already had them, that would just reduce your income that you're getting from it. You're missing out the real WoW with war mode off. Oh no. I hate to not be playing the real WoW. I guess I've just been having fake fun. I appreciate that war mode's probably a blast. It just doesn't sound like the thing that I want to do. I have never enjoyed World PvP. Virgos are warriors. Swap giggling a flame for the Kinchang. Wouldn't that be fun if there was a system that let people facilitate pet battle trades? You know, like you have an extra one of these and you want one of those. I guess like the auction house just makes that super simple because you can just kind of like sell it for gold and then use your gold to buy stuff. But I think it'd be really fun if there's an interface that was like, you know, I have an extra little bad wolf and I want to trade for a Kunchang hatchling. I like list that. And then it made you, I mean, the easy thing would be to have it just like do it in the system. But like, and then what if it made you like meet up and then you had to go meet up to swap pets? That would be kind of cute. I guess you could just do that and trade, but like, obviously there's so many pets and trying to find somebody that's looking for the thing that you want, it would make it easier if it was region-wide and not account-wide. But one of the cutest things about BlizzCon was how in the hallway outside of the Darkmoon Fair, so at the Darkmoon Fair, for some context, which is like a store, it's like a room at BlizzCon that was set up as a store with like different merch sales done there. And one of the things that they were merch selling was these loot boxes that were like boxes. They were like 40 or some odd dollars. A lot of money, but like they were money and they contained random stuff. You didn't know what they contained when you got them. So it was like buying an IRL loot box. So people would buy those and then they would go and they would sit down in the hallway outside and like lay out their stuff and they would trade with each other. And that was just so cute to see people like IRL, you know, comparing their goods and trying to trade for the things that they still needed and like get rid of things that they didn't need anymore. And that was just the cutest thing. And I think it would be fun to have a system like that in WoW. Thank you for being true to who you are in your videos. You've reminded me to do things that make me happy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, LaFera. Never turn war mode on, despise PvP, and I avoid it at all costs. I think it's going to be really funny if they have to just keep upping the bonuses to it, because they're going to end up in a situation where they either have to make the game harder for people that don't want to world PvP, which they obviously don't want to do, or it's just like ridiculously easy if you are world PvPing, assuming that people don't PvP. It's like this awkward situation. I love player shops, like how you can link your professions, link your shop, things you want to sell instead of the auction house. There's probably got to be a way somehow that they could set up something like that that offers benefits that the auction house doesn't, because I don't think it needs to replace the auction house. Something needs to, like a better version of the auction house needs to replace the auction house, but generally speaking, you don't need to, you can still have the conveniences in the system we have. But some of my favorite things about, there's a couple different things that did this. Neopets did this. I want to say that Gaia Online did it. I don't remember if it did or not. But like player customizable stores with like, those were really, really fun. And you could put all of this effort into setting it up. You know, you probably don't want to let people add their own music to their pages. That was obnoxious, but those, like, they offer personality, and you would have like some name and like some quote-unquote branding to your store. So you, like, maybe you say, oh, I always like buying bags from this person because they always have bags in stock for a price that I like, so maybe you keep buying from them. You know, systems, I think it would be really cool, like, as an idea to explore. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the best thing ever, but I think it would be a fun idea to explore building sales and trading systems that sort of encourage social interaction. You know, like, what if that seller could offer a discount to people that give them repeat business? What if, you know, that seller could offer, like, holiday promotions? Why am I making this into Retailer Simulator? I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe it's a bad idea. It's a good thing I don't work on WoW. Want to buy extra war mode pet battle abilities. Dang. That's the real meta. War mode's a blast. Every incursion's a blast when the servers blow up. Outside of that's pretty pointless. I've had a lot of people saying that I've heard a lot of people saying that incursions with war mode are like the best thing ever because it's so active, and that feels like old school WoW to them, which is really cool that they managed to bring that back. Hey, Lean, how are you doing? When do you go home? I leave on Sunday. So I'm probably spending all of tomorrow getting ready to leave, basically. I'm going to be out for basically a week, so I'm coming back next week, but I'm probably going to spend a day or two spending time with my husband and also just, like, recovering. So my next video and stream after this is probably going to be next Friday. I'll probably just take the whole week off. Current war mode is a mistake, and it's not going to change the imbalance, but I've been leveling alts really fast. I should, I don't know, I haven't tried it. I feel like it would be a mistake to try it on stream, and that's kind of the only time I ever really feel like leveling something. Incursions with war modes are an awesome idea, but it's either empty or there's a lag. They have to be able to manage the lag somehow. I've heard a lot about how active PvP zones do include a lot of lag. Hey, we did it! I got some Azurite, and that's it. But that's alright. 20 minutes, which should be time for another island expedition. It would be nice if we could fit. I think I just started them a little bit too late. I think I just didn't quite get going on time. So we're gonna do another one. And yeah, I don't think I started them early enough to get all 4 done before the end of the stream. I'll have to finish them later. Leveling a warrior in 8-1, super excited for the war mode bonus. Someone who dislikes PvP and never turned it on. War mode is the most fun I've ever had in a video game. I feel like well, I guess I wouldn't be leveling as a healer, though. For leveling, I would be leveling as not a healer. Do you get into meaningful fights when you're leveling at low levels, or do you just get ganked at low levels? Because that's the only time I would really consider the bonus is for experience. I don't care about Azurite. Especially not in an alt. War mode world PvP is awesome. Chaos. I've been leveling my Dark Iron Dwarf Hunter. I fought precisely one person, and I accidentally attacked him. I felt so bad. You know, somebody actually baited me once. It was this week. It was really funny. It was in an incursion in Vol'dun, and I was doing that quest where there's, like, the bombs and the shredders running around, and you have to take your special action button and use it on the bombs and the shredders to, like, deactivate them or whatever. So I was doing that, and there were players that were, like, walking on their shredder mounts that had the same model, and I wasn't paying attention, and I used my extra action button on them, and I think it actually flagged me for PvP because they were a horde, and that was just the funniest thing. If you / greet others, they sometimes leave you alone. It's like a non-aggression pact. Interesting. I guess that you could also do it like if you had a group of people to level with. If you could make friends that you're planning on leveling with, going around as a group, that might work. You know, that might be fun. If you had like a party, a leveling party in war mode. That might be the way to do it. Okay. Let's do at least one more. This non-laggy chat is freaking me out, right? I finally caught up, and I turned the delay off. I finally remembered to go back in and turn the delay off. PvP scales you? Does it? Interesting. I wouldn't have a lot of faith in how well it would scale, though. I don't know how good the track record is for effective scaling. I've done 250 islands. You have the 1,000 doubloon vendor mount and still haven't had a mount drop it. You have the 1,000 doubloon vendor mount already? What? Man, I have 65 doubloons. I guess I haven't done 1,000 islands or 250 islands. Wow, dang. What's an Azurite? I just play for fun. What's an Azurite? Sounds like a great guild name. Love the gingerbread birdhouse video. Wait until you see the aftermath. It'll be on the vlog when I get it re-rendered and uploaded after the stream. Oh, we're back in Havenswood. This is cool. That is disgusting. Those poor shutters. I thought it was really funny. I also don't think that they engaged me after that. I just noticed how it's flagged. I don't know. Maybe it was just an accident. Maybe they were just trying to blend in. Maybe that's not the intent. But it was really funny. Any update to Hazelnutty life while you're away on vacation? Not planning on it. I'm not going to have internet. I'm not going to have internet. I don't have data while I travel, and I won't really have Wi-Fi either, so I'm just going to focus on being with my family and spending time with them and enjoying Canada. So I'll be back after a week. Where is Kitty? Probably asleep somewhere. Kitty! I don't know. If she's asleep, she can't be summoned. She sleeps very, very deeply. I race changed my Void Elf male to a female gnome named Brittles No Regrets. Brittles is a good name for a gnome. It's a good gnome name. I feel like gnome, like in character sort of RP gnome naming is a careful and delicate art that not everybody has a handle on. I think you've done well. I certainly don't have a handle on it. I've shoved far too many vowels into my gnome's name. Okay. I want to mass dispel these. I should do that. There we go. For some reason, there's 5 tunes at 120 camping the PvP quest in Outland. I feel like that's a tradition though, you know, maybe not the PvP quest areas, but the what do you call them? Just Hellfire Peninsula capitals are always camped, or at least they used to be. Every time I leveled through them back when I played in a PvP server, I used to play in Tichondrius, and I remember every time I leveled through those zones, you always had to like rush through that zone because there would be constant battles around those cities. I don't know why. Like they weren't even battling around the PvP points in the zone. Listening to the stream and personalizing a TomTom we bought for hubby's niece. Put her name on it and colored it in with colored Sharpies. What is a TomTom? Like a GPS? You got your niece a GPS and you're coloring on it with markers? That can't be it. Is that it? Do people personalize their GPS? No internet? I'm going offline for a few days and I am deeply, deeply looking forward to it. Loki Monster, thank you very much for the super chat. Have a Merry Christmas, Hazel. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, it's a mini drum. Oh, thank goodness. Can you imagine? Prime ganking territory since 2.0. Exactly. I don't know what it is about that area that makes it so contentious, but it's always been a mess. Going north for my death knight. I finished the Numergon pet dungeon following your guide. Thank you. Thanks for using it, Michael. I'm glad it worked for you. Mini drum is a Native American thing. I would have been surprised if somebody was purchasing the GPS for anybody, let alone a young person, mostly because, you know, our phones do that now. It's been a while since... Oh, there's the orb. There you go. Should that... Would that have rezzed you? I thought that would have rezzed you. I can't res you. We're in combat with this thing. I absolutely love spending time with my family at Christmas, but I think I'd die without internet. I mean, I used to feel that way, but I've been... I don't know. I guess I do a lot of things online, but if I have people to talk to, especially people that I haven't seen in a really long time, I think I would rather do that. Plus, there's going to be like a cat to play with, and there's a dog. My sister has a dog. It's a really super happy dog. Like, my dog doesn't want to spend time with you. He'll be about it if you're going out for a walk, but he doesn't want to like cuddle or anything. There's like a cuddly dog, and we're going to go visit my grandparents. I'm going to see my mom, and I don't know. Things that I use to spend time with on the internet, I feel like you can break them down into a graph of things that make you feel happier and things that make you feel worse. And the vast majority of them make me feel worse. They either make me feel worse about myself and what I'm doing or worse about the world. or worse about like online communities. Like it very rarely makes me feel good. So I've been just slowly cutting out as much of that time as I can and just trying to spend it on things that either improve me as a person or make me happy. Because there's really no sense in spending time online reading stuff. And maybe I just had bad internet habits. I'm sure there's plenty of uplifting and positive things you can do online that you would feel bad without, but I wasn't doing them. She's only 2. I doubt she needs a GPS yet. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. The best Christmas present that I've ever received or given. Good question. I know the best birthday present that I ever received. I can't think of the Christmas one. The best birthday present I ever got was my cat. My husband surprised me with our cat for, well, like we picked her out together, but like on my birthday, we went to the cat shelter to get a cat, and I was cat crazy at the time. I had such bad cat fever. Still do. And that was like the best present that I have ever gotten, and will ever. Like the bar's been set too high. You can't top that now. Like he kept it a secret. He like secretly bought all the stuff to have the cat. That was the best one. I'm trying to think of the best present I've ever given. I'm not a great present giver. I just try to get something that is gonna mostly go over all right. So I play it pretty safe, and that means that I don't usually get very thoughtful gifts because I'm afraid of getting people things that they don't want. With my husband, I like getting him gaming stuff. Like I got him the Switch, which ended up being kind of for me. I got him a Pro Controller so he could play Smash, and Smash is definitely for him, but the Pro Controller is kind of for me because I play Stardew Valley with it. So not a great gift giver. I try, but I'm not very good. You don't play with cats; they play with you, and then they claw you. That's probably going to be true for this one. A little bit of her cat's a little bit nuts. Very sweet, sometimes, with some people. Little bit nuts. Cute animal sounds like a very good alternative to the internet. Cute animals are like a large part of what's right with the internet, so if you can just access the animals directly and bypass the internet, then you got a good thing going. Cute animals are secretly plotting. I've heard that the cat will, like, she used to, I think as a kitten, for the stories that I heard, cling to the curtains, and not just like cling to the curtains, like climb up them, but cling to them and hide there, and hide like up high, and then dive bomb attack you as you walked by. But only my sister, not her husband, only my sister, which makes it funnier somehow. This is also the same cat that takes showers. You got him the Switch like Homer got Mars with a bowling ball? Kind of, yeah. Although, you know, I'm not saying he doesn't like the Switch. I got it for him with a game. It just turns out that of the games that we have, I'm more into Stardew, I think. And he also had, like, he's big into PoE right now. So he's been spending a lot of time playing that. So the Switch is often free for me to play Stardew Valley with. You know what we got recently is actually last week when we had that friend over, we bought Mario Party. There was a new Mario Party, and I was like, we're having a party. We have to play Mario Party. So we got it like just for that. Although we then discovered we didn't have enough controllers for all 4 of us to, or for all 3 of us to play it, so we had to pass one of them around. But that was kind of fun. I remember that being a good time. The best gift I've given is last year I got the hubby a KitchenAid stand mixer, something he has wanted for many, many years. That is an excellent gift. Actually, that may be one of the best Christmas gifts I've gotten, because my husband got me that for Christmas a couple years back. That was a really good one. What's up, Flabod? Not played since completing Wrath. Don't know if you'll play it again, but your streams are great. HC2U. Happy Christmas to you? Is that what that means? Did I figure out? I've never heard that before. Is that what HC2U means, or am I missing something? Well, thank you. My wife Ruby and I are players from Burning Crusade. Love your cats and your language is clean. I appreciate having you guys here. I feel inclined to disclose that outside of streaming, my language is anything but clean. I definitely don't talk like this all the time, but I do appreciate the value of doing it for, you know, for the show. So people can, if you have it on your speakers, you don't got to worry about your kids. Hopefully. I don't want to dig in too much on it, because there's going to be a day when I slip up. It has, like, I have too foul of a mouth otherwise. I'm going to mess up eventually. I just hope it's not too bad. It's mostly just a lot of emphatic cursing at things that irritate me. Mario Party and alcohol from controllers. No, I'm super careful when I've been drinking because I know that I'm liable to break stuff, so I'm trying to be super careful. So every time I got past the controller, I would put on the wrist strap and I would like tighten it all the way up, and then I would like shake it because I knew I couldn't drop it. It was really fun. Any tips on pet battles? Well, seeing as you are a brand new player, and I would recommend that you watch some YouTube videos and, you know, look through the pet journal and just find some pets that you think you like that look cute, and then figure out how to get those ones. You know, maybe look them up on Wowhead. Just collect the ones that you like. Get the cute ones. Don't worry about the breeds. There's no such thing as a garbage pet. I grew up on that. I love Mario Party. Oh, I'm in trouble. We had Mario Party 5 for the GameCube as a kid, and I played it almost exclusively by myself because I didn't have friends over all that often. We played it with the family sometimes, and I occasionally had people over for a party and we'd play it, but by the time that we had people over for a party to play it, I had so much practice from playing it by myself that I was mostly pretty good at it. My sister still kicked my butt at the beanstalk leaf hopping one. I don't remember what it's called. But I really liked that one. And I didn't really spend too much time in any of the other installments, so this was the first one I'd played since 5. I have to say there was some confusing stuff going on, but the motion control minigames were actually really fun. I think it's one of the best implementations of motion controls that I've ever seen. And making players like go yes at the end of everyone is just the funniest thing, because I'm standing in the kitchen like cleaning dishes or getting a drink or something, and I'm seeing my husband and then his friend, both like, you know, grizzled gamers in their 30s. Like doing the marching thing, just going do 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 with the controllers like looking so over it. Best day. Thanks guys. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a juvenile brine shell. Hooray! We got a pet. We got a pet. Did I have that one already? That's the real question. I don't remember if I had that already. I did not yet. That is my first juvenile brine shell. Welcome to the family, little buddy. You are basically a cheap version of a magical crawdad, although you don't have shell shield, but you do have wish. Pinch, toxic skin, interesting. Anyway, his eyeballs are cute. They stick out of his face. Is the SS Fiendish Imp a good pet? I don't know. I think I know somebody's videos you can check out to find out, though. I swear like a heckin' sailor unless I make a conscious effort not to. Same with you on that. You may notice that I say heck an awful lot, and it's partly because that's like a cute internet thing to do these days, but it's mostly because I'm subbing that in for another word that I'm not supposed to say on stream. So I use that one a lot. Heck and butts are, I think, my go-to PG-13 or PG-4 curse words. Which mount are you farming nowadays? We're working on the... You know what? Let's do one more island expedition. We'll go a little over, but that's okay. I started late. I'm gonna group us up for... Start a group for one more island expedition. We're farming the Zolgarub Raptor, but not until I get back after Christmas. I've missed a couple of Mount Run streams, and I'm missing the next one too because it's Christmas on Tuesday, and I won't be here. I'm not streaming. So delist. After that, the following week, the next Mount Run stream is going to be on Tuesday the 1st, New Year's Day. Oh, I was thinking I don't know, I don't want to commit to this, but I was thinking about maybe on the Monday night on New Year's Eve, I was thinking about maybe doing like a stream, because I don't have plans. I never have plans. So we could do like it would just be like a normal WoW stream, but you know, maybe I'll wear a hat. It could be a New Year's party stream. Anybody else that also doesn't have plans on New Year's Eve could come and count down we could count down all the New Year's. We could count it down for every time zone if we wanted to. Might be fun. So I don't know. I don't want to commit to that, but I might. I might do a Monday night stream. Maybe. Although staying up until midnight, ugh, that doesn't sound like me. Hecking heck. Loved your gingerbread birdhouse. It's very nice. Wait until you see what happened to it. Censoring myself for streams has made me curse less than I used to. I think that might be true for me. Although if I go back to queuing arena, I think I might regress. I might go back in the other direction. So we'll see. We'll see. I've been considering and rolling over the concept of, and I've talked about this ages, like for a lot, but the concept of doing Twitch streams just for PvP and for queuing and like gameplay focused stuff. And I don't know if I would designate those as profanity free or not, because I don't know if I can commit to not swearing when I'm queuing arena. But I feel like I should make a good faith effort to, just because, you know, if somebody did come over and they didn't catch the memo, I'd hate to accidentally F-bomb somebody's small child, you know? Christmas is Super Squirt Table Balloon's gift to all of us, or their revenge to anybody that can't get to WoW on Christmas. We're in the Dark Shore Warfront. It's boring. People have had different opinions on it. I'm kind of mixed, but I'm so excited about the armor that I'm getting from it and the medals, the service medals I'm getting from it, that I'm not super concerned about how, like, in-depth it is. I do appreciate that it's different, at least. It's not like a carbon copy pasted thing. Have you done time-lapse videos, and how hard are they to make? I have not. I mean, I've done time lapses in videos. I've never done one that's just like a whole day's worth of thing time-lapsed. They're not very hard to make. The hardest part, if you're gonna like time-lapse along like a plant or something, that you need to record it for a really long time. You just have to figure out like your memory situation and your battery situation. But once you're set up to do it, not hard. Speeding it up, it just involves changing a number in your editing software, so your editing software can do it. Super easy. With Premiere, there's like a rate stretch tool that lets me just grab the clip and then resize it, and then the speed will adjust based on how I resize it, and that's how I change the speed of like pet battle playbacks, so I can fit the rest of the pet battle into however long I was talking about it, and that's why some of them are really fast. Shirt balls. I don't think I can go on. I don't think I can do forking because it's just too close. I feel like I would speak too quickly and then people would just think I've said the other one. So I don't think I can do that one. Shiver Me Timbers is a good one. That's probably a safe one. I should pick that up. Please do New Year's Eve stream. My husband always works New Year's Eve and away from my family, so I usually spend it alone. It might be nice. Some kind of pirate. Put a warning on it saying profanity may happen, but like, where do I put the warning that people will see it? Do I have to have it on the screen? Do I put it in the title? Because sometimes people miss the title too. I can't just say it, because then people that come later will miss it. 100% tune in for a Twitch arena stream. The Good Place reference acknowledged. Oh, that's where that's from. That's right. I did watch all The Good Place. I liked that one a lot. Also, speaking of shows that include a lot of profanity, but I thought were pretty funny, I recently finished the available seasons of The Sick Note on Netflix. Don't watch that with your kids. It's despicable, but I thought it was really funny. I thought it was, like, it's ridiculous, but it's like some good, ridiculous British humor, and I don't get enough of that, so. One of my favorite streamers, I wondered if people in real life act weird when they see your shiny personality. I am a lot more toned down in real life when meeting new people, I think. Also, I don't think I'm that weird, but I'm definitely more toned down. I'm not usually going to, you know, hi, I'm Hazel. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, like any new person that I meet, you know, on the street or like a husband's work party or something. I'm usually, I try to be more reserved, and I'm a little bit shy with new people. Once I've warmed up to people, you can't get me to stop talking, but until then, I'm pretty quiet. So it doesn't really come up much. I love the Dark Shore Warfront. I grew up playing pretty much only Nelves, so fighting to protect the place that I leveled as a kid means a lot to me. I love the atmosphere of it. I think they did a really good job of that. And I talked about this last stream, but like, you're right. It feels way better to defend a place that you care about than Arathi Highlands. Somebody out there somewhere must care about the Arathi Highlands. And it's a little more meaningful if you read Before the Storm, because there's a really moving scene that happens there. But outside of that, I don't care who has it. Shiver Me Timbers. Maybe that should be our arena team name. Really long time lapses. It's nice to do regular interval photos, once a minute photos. Yeah, and that's the thing I've never figured out how to set up. Like, I know you can, because you want it ideally to be a picture from the same sort of angle and place. Like, if you could set up a camera in one spot and not move it and just take the picture every day, you could like do it manually, or there's probably ways you can set it up and program it to, you know, turn on and take the photo at a certain time every day for like a lot, like you said, like a plant growth time lapse. But I've never sat down and figured out how to do that. Although, that sounds like the kind of weird content nobody needs that I could see myself doing one day for fun on a second channel. It's just like, I love plant growth time lapses. I think they're so cool. And also inspirational, because you get a plant and you want it to grow, and then seeing what it looks like after it has grown, and seeing like proof that other people's plants started small. It's easy to like look at people's plant Instagrams and be like, wow, my plants will never be like that. But if you can see where they came from, I love, like, every time I get a new plant, I take a progress, like a picture of it, so that I can refer back to that original picture later and see how far it's come. Cheese and rice. Never heard that one before. I wouldn't want anybody to think that I'm making fun of their favorite lunch, though. The golden water on the island? Golden water? Is there golden water on this island? I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Glad you like the painting I sent you. Make a second. Yeah. I don't think I want to own that domain. A sick note about staying home and blowing one's nose into a hanky? It should be. That would have been a... That's what that character probably should have done. We met at BlizzCon? We did. I've lost track of the conversation that lent to context to that. I don't think I was that weird. Was I? Yeah, I did. Shiver Me Timbers, Frost Mage, and Druid combo? Oh man. Is that... I mean, there's enough comps that include... You know what Shiver Me Timbers should be? Is RMD. Like, I know RMD is RMD, but like, Shiver Me Timbers sounds like something that a pirate would say, so a rogue, like Outlaw RMD say. So the rogue would say Shiver Me Timbers, and the Frost Mage is shivering, and the Restorer Druid is the timbers. So like, why is that not a thing? Please. It's gotta be. Import a folder of images as frames. True. But I'm less concerned about doing it with the images. Like, I know how to do that. I want to know how to set up the camera to, without losing like battery or memory, take a photo every like 8 hours or whatever. Like, that's a whole different thing, especially if you need it to turn on and take a photo and then turn off again. Like, that's a different issue. Tree Druids, fire is too soon. First time watching your stream. New to BFA, can you explain what you're doing? Welcome, Brett. So I am running an island expedition. You queue for them at level 120. So if you made it to 120, you can head to the, there's a table with a dude, and the game should help guide you towards a little bit where you can queue for these. And basically on an island, you are trying to fill up this bar that's been kind of covered by my UI, but you're trying to get 9,000 Azurite in this one. You're trying to like fill up your Azurite bar before the Horde does. And at the end of it, you'll get some Azurite. You have a chance at getting different pets and mounts and stuff. And there's also a weekly goal, like a quota, for you to do a certain amount of them. So for heroics, that's 4 of them. This is my, I think this is my 4th. Is it my 3rd or my 4th? I think this is my 4th one of the week that I've done on the stream. So at the end of this, I'll have met that quota and I'll be able to get a treasure map, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But it's just like an extra kind of end game content to do. And you can also do them before 120, actually, now that I think of it. You can do them at starting at 110 to level. You just need to queue at your island expedition table. Okay. If there are cameras you can program to do it, there must be. Or like software or some kind of Raspberry Pi thing, I don't know. If there's a will, there's a way. It's just not a high enough priority for me to have figured it out yet. Although I need to... Now that I've started recording and looking at WoW and gameplay videos in 4K, editing and looking at my face cam videos, like my... The stream doesn't bother me that much because I wouldn't stream in 4K even if I had the camera for it, just because, you know, it's YouTube compression's gonna ruin it anyways, doesn't matter. But for videos, like my vlogs, having those be 1080 when the rest of it's 4K is driving me bonkers. So I think that's gonna be assuming that I can talk myself into it and that I think it's worthwhile. That would be my 2019 Hazelnuttygames equipment investment, would be to get myself a nice 4K camera for the sake of doing vlogs. That was a really fast one. Hey, we got another pet! Thanks, guys. The dream. I got Snapper. I got a turtle. I'm getting squeaky. I got a turtle. Ow. I didn't open my mouth enough for that. Check that out. You're right. I think stuff is happening. I think stuff is dropping more freely than it has been. Which would make sense with people getting duplicates, because if you only have like a certain type of islands to do for the week, then you would only have a certain pool of loot to choose from. So if you do a lot of islands that week, you'll get a lot of that loot. So that would make sense of people getting dupes. Look at him. Look at him. He's cute. He's got Snap, Grass, Shell Shield, Healing Wave, Headbutt, and Cleansing Rain. Makes sense. Sounds good. Oof. Happy about that. Okay, so I got my treasure map, didn't I? Okay, I turned it in somewhere. Oh, I turned it in over here. That's right. That's right. So now that I've done my 4, this is where the map is for Alliance, by the way. I don't know. The Horde one is somewhere, but this is where the Alliance one is. So, my mysterious treasure map. Let's go find out what kind of mission we're going to get for that. Nice save. YouTubers seem to, not many go to their way to interact. I try, but there's the price that you pay when you chat with as much of chat as you can, is you end up falling behind. So sometimes you guys have to be really patient waiting for me to get around to stuff, because I try to read a lot of them and then I end up like 10 minutes behind in chat, and it happens pretty often. Where? Okay, so there's my treasure map. That spawns a mission, and that's gonna give me gold. Okay, 5k gold. It's not a mount, it's not a pet, but it is 5k gold. Can I do that without waiting? I'm gonna have to wait. No, I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna set a timer on... My phone's not on me. Hang on. Remind me in 4 hours to send out my mission. Alright, thank you. That's handy. I need... Once those come back, I need to send them out again, otherwise I'm gonna forget and I won't get my 5k. Okay. Got an Azurite robe from Darkshore. Azurite 32 for the last bonus. How are the fish? What happened to the fish cam? Fish are good. The fish cam was a dog cam today, but the dog is gone somewhere. I don't know where. I'll find him. So I turned it off because there was no dog there. He's good. They're good, though. Nice to see you again, Hazel. Nice to see you guys, too. Horde map is another expansion. Oh, man. The proper use of the smartwatch mission timers. That is what I got it for. That and timing my tea. Oh, and putting the stopwatch on it for when I'm testing my aquarium water, and I need to like keep a running timer of shake this for 30 seconds and then let it sit for 5 minutes or whatever. I use it for that too. It's very important. Okay, thank you guys very much for coming to the stream. I will be back next week. I will not be here on Tuesday because I am out of the country, so I will be back next week with another live stream. No stream on Tuesday. And then I've got a vlog coming out as soon as I can get it re-rendered and fixed that will include footage of the gingerbread house demo. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. It means the world to me, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays otherwise. Happy December if you don't like any of it. I just hope you guys all have the best time and a wonderful, wonderful day.